السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, we are beginning the lesson number 5, as you can see, الدرس الخامس. And in this particular lesson, we are going to look at a few new things that we haven't learned before. And of course, at the beginning, as you can see, we have a dialogue. So we are going to read the dialogue and then we'll continue. So the dialogue, as you can see, is between the Mudarris and then Abu Bakr. And then some new students are here and they are having a conversation with the teacher. So the teacher al-Mudarrisu, he says that Aina tazhabu ya Abu Bakrin, where are you going, O Abu Bakr? So he's asking Abu Bakr where he's going. Abu Bakr replied by saying that Azhabu ila al-Mudiri, right? Azhabu ila al-Mudiri. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher now says La takhruj min al-fasl al-an. Okay, so see, observe here. La تخرج من الفصل الآن. لا تخرج من الفصل الآن. اذهب إليه بعد الدرس. Okay, so he's saying that don't go out of the classroom now. اذهب إليه بعد الدرس. Go to him after the lesson, right? Now Humayun, so this is also a student. Humayun, he says that Ya Ustazu, ana talibun jadidun. Oh, Ustaz, I am a new student. Aina ajlisu, where should I sit? Right? Aina ajlisu, where am I sitting? Where should I sit? Right? Ajlisu huna amamaka. So this is a question. Ajlisu huna amamaka. Should I sit here amamaka, in front of you? Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says La, no. La tajlis, don't sit huna, here. هذا مقعد هشام وهو غائب اليوم. So he said that هذا مقعد هشام. This is the maq'ad. When we say maq'ad, it means the sitting position. Okay. The verb is qa'ada. Okay. He sat. Anticipating something. Qa'ada yaq'adu. Okay. Qa'ada also is similar to jalasa, but it is different. Jalasa is just to sit casually. But when we say qa'ada, he sat, in a proper way, like you sit anticipating something. It is more deeper than jalasa. Jalasa, someone can just sit and get up, and that's jalasa. But when you say qa'ada, he sit in a relaxed manner, doing something, whether watching something or doing something. So, for example, the Ashabul, what's the name? Ashabul Uhdud, right? When Allah is describing what they did, okay, they dug this particular trench, and then they set fire in it, and they were throwing believers into it. Okay, so Allah says that وَهُمْ عَلَى مَا يَفْعَلُونَ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ قُعُودٌ. So it's from the same word, qa'ada, qu'ud. They were just sitting down in a relaxed manner, watching the believers being thrown into the fire, right? So, haza maq'adu Hisham. This is the sitting position, okay, of Hisham. Wa huwa ghaibun al-yawm, and he is absent today. So, ijlis hunaka, sit there, khalfa Hamidin, okay, at the back of Hamid. أخذ هذه الدفاتر. Should I take this? دفاتر يا أستاذ. Oh أستاذ, no notebooks. المدرس لا تأخذها. So here لا تأخذها. Okay. ينظر في دفتر. So he's looking in a daftar, in a notebook. يا عبد الرحيم. Oh عبد الرحيم, لا تكتب. Okay. لا تكتب الأجوبة بالقلم الأحمر. Don't write the answers with red pen, right? So he says that al-mudarrisu huwa allazi yaktubu bil kalam al-ahmari. It is the teacher. He is the one who writes with a red pen. Okay, the teacher, he is the one who writes with a red pen. Faisal says, انظر إلى هذه المجلة يا أستاذ ما أجملها. Okay, look into this majalla. Okay, magazine. Look into this magazine. Ya Ustaz, ma ajmalaha. Okay, we have looked at ta'ajjub, right? So this is ma at ta'ajjub. Okay, so ma ajmalaha, how beautiful it is. So the teacher says, so he is drawing the attention of the teacher to a magazine while the teacher is teaching. So the teacher told him that la taqra. Okay, don't read. La taqra il majallat. Don't read magazines. Fil fasl, ya Faisal, in the classroom. Okay, so Faisal says that ma akra'u, I am not reading. هذه المجلة الآن. I am not reading this. I am not yet reading this magazine. What happens is that you have to remember that ma is used for past tense, like we have learned. So he didn't say ma qara'tu, but he said ma akra'u. And of course, we learn that ma is used for past tense and la is used for present tense. So when you say ma qara'tu, but when you want to use a mudore like akra'u, you use la akra'u, right? But what he has done, inshallah, it will come later and then we'll learn it. Okay, it means not yet. Not yet. When ma comes with a mudore, it means not yet. So ma akra'u hazihi al-majallat al-an. He said that I am not yet reading it. Mana innama anzuru ila suwari allati fiha. I am only looking. Innama anzuru, I am only looking ila suwari allati fiha, at the suwar, the pictures allati fiha, which is in it. So he's yet like doing something like glancing. Okay, he's only looking at the pictures. He said he's not yet reading the edition. So the Hamza says, Aftahul baba ya ustaz. Should I open the door, ya ustaz? Yakadu al-jarasu yarinnu. The bell is about to ring. Yakadu. Inshallah, we'll look at it just in the, I think the next page or the next 2 pages. Okay. Kada yakadu. Okay. Kada means it was almost. Yakadu, it is almost. Present tense. Okay, so yakadu. So if you say yakadu yarinu, it goes with verbs. So yakadu yarinu, it is about ringing, right? Yes, so that's what it means. Almost or about. So al-mudarrisu, the teacher says la taftahil bab al-an. No, don't open the door now. So this is what the teacher said. Okay, so that's the end of the dialogue. So we have a tamarin here, an exercise. And then they says that sahih ma yali. We have to correct it. The manner they have intentionally made mistakes in the sentences, and they want us to identify the mistakes and then correct them. Okay. So the first one, as you can see here, they say that Abu Bakrin. Okay. Abu Bakrin ma'ahu majallatun. Okay. Abu Bakr ma'ahu majallatun. Is it correct? Abu Bakr has the majalla. What's the name? Abu Bakr is the one who is having the magazine with him. Is it so? That's not so. Of course, it's Faisal. So you see that Faisalun ma'ahu majallatun. So you just change Abu Bakr to Faisalun. Now Faisal talibun jadidun. Faisal is a new student. No, it is not Faisal. It is also Humayun. What's the name? Humayun or what's the name? Forget the name. Yeah. I think it's here. You see here. Humayun. Humayun, this is the name. Humayun. So he says that you can see, as you can see, ya ustaz ana talibun jadidun. So you can see it. So he's a new student. So you change here, remove Faisal and then you put Humayun. So Humayun talibun jadidun. So this is the correction, right? Okay. Now we have the next one. Bashirun kataba al-ajwibata bil qalam al-ahmari. Okay, is it so? No, it was who? Abdul Karim. Abdul Karim was the one who wrote it with what? With the red pen. Okay, now Hamzatu ghaibun al-yawma. Okay, Hamza is absent today. Is it so? No. Who was absent? Who was the one who was absent? It was Hisham, right? Hisham. That you can remember the teacher told him that Haza Mak'adu Hishamin wa huwa ghaibun al-yawm. This is the sitting place of Hisham and he is absent today, right? So I think those are the things that we needed to correct. Now we have here Ikra ma yali. Read what follows. Ikra ma yali. Okay. Now Tazhabu. Okay, I nearly forgot. Let me come back and explain. I was coming to explain something, but I was almost forget. So please observe the main focus of this lesson. Okay, I want you to observe something. You can see all that I have underlined or I have highlighted in red. You can see they are la. Now, what happens is that this type of la, it is called la an-nahiya. La an-nahiya. Prohibition, the law of prohibition. Previously, the law that we learned, it is different. The law that we learned previously is la an-nafiya. We learned la an-nafiya previously, and today we are looking at la an-nahiya. So what's the difference? An-nafiya was what we looked at previously, and that when we say nafiya, negation. I hope that is clear. So if I say ana la azhabu, I am not going. So it's a negation. Okay, I am negating the verb. The manner I am not doing the verb. Okay. In the other context, if you look at the la and nahiya, and that's what we are doing today, it is prohibition. So if I say la tazhab, don't go, I am prohibiting you. So like here, la takhruj, don't go out. You are not negating, you are prohibiting the person. Okay, it's a command which calls for stopping something, not doing something, like prohibiting something. So here, la tajlis, don't sit. It's a command. And it is what? It's a prohibition. You are prohibiting someone from doing something. Like here, la ta'khuz, don't take. So this type of la, we call it la an-nahiya. So how do we recognize it? They are being recognized by the fact that when they come, the verb will be majzum. Okay, when they enter onto a verb, when they come, the verb following it is going to be majzum. So you can see school. Okay, la ta'khuz. So we didn't say la takhruju. You say la takhruj, it will be majzum. The ending should be silent. You see. Here, la takra, not takra'u. It's initial takra'u, but when you want to prohibit, you want to command not to do it, to say la takra'u. Okay. So I hope you understand. You have understood. So that's what we are looking at today. Allah and Nahiya. Okay. So look at here. Ikrama yali. So he's trying to explain it here. Tazhabu, la tazhab. So tazhabu, he is going. You are going. But if I want to prohibit, don't go. So see la tazhab. So is that la and nahiya? It corresponds in English. It would be closer to don't. Okay, don't. So la tazhab, don't go. I hope that is clear. And don't, of course, is a prohibition. Okay, don't do this, don't do that. It's a prohibition. You are trying to prevent the person from doing. So taktubu, la taktub. So that is how they have been identified. If you want to identify whether it's nahiya or nafiya, when it is nahiya, prohibiting, of course, it's amr. And we say most of the amr, the command, they are majzum. Okay, so you see that the ended is silent. So la taktub. I hope that is clear. Tashrabu, la tashrab. Don't drink, right? Now, Ya Musa anta maridun fala takhruj. So you see, takhruj majzum min al-fasl min al-bayti wala tazhab. You see, ila al-madrasati wala tal'ab. You see, fi al-shari'. Okay. Now, لا تجلس في الطريق. لا تجلس. You see, لا تجلس في الطريق is prohibited. Okay. افتح النافذة ولا تفتح الباب. Okay, ولا تفتح. You see, so this is لا الناهية, prohibited. ولا تفتح, don't. Oh, that is clear. But of course, because it is followed by alif wa lam, and then the alif is the beginning is hamzatul wasl, and then the lam is having school, so there will be itaqa as-sakinain, right? There is going to be the meeting of two schools. The lam is having school. You want to pronounce it, so two schools are meeting. The lam, the alif, the hamzatul wasl, this alif, ignore it. It's going to be ignored. So two schools. The ha is having school, and then the lam is also having school. So you have to change it to kesra. So that's why he is kesra, right? Now, لا تضحك في الفصل. Don't laugh in the classroom. Okay. لا تضحك. You see, مجزوم في الفصل. لا تأكل. You see, school. لا تأكل في الشارع. Okay. لا تكذب. Don't lie. Okay, don't lie. لا تحلق. Don't shave لحيتك. Your beard, right? لا تسألني. Don't ask me. لا تسألني هذا السؤال. Don't ask me this question. لا تضرب زميلك. Don't hit or don't beat your colleague, right? Now, here, قال إبراهيم عليه السلام لأبيه. Ibrahim عليه السلام said to his son, لأبيه, to his father, يا أبتي, oh my father, لا تعبد. So here is having school. The dal is having school. Shaitan, but because shaitan there is beginning with what's the name, school. The beginning letter is having school, so there will be iltiqa as-sakinah. So that's why the da has taken the kesra, as you can see. Okay, so la ta'bud, but it has now become la ta'bud shaitan. Okay, kama jaa fi surati Maryam, as it has came in Surah Maryam. Okay, so this is Surah Al-Maryam. So that's what he said. Now we have here an exercise, of course. Adkhil la anna here, so you can see it. So this is it. That's what we are talking about. Okay. This is what we are talking about. La anna here. Hope that is clear. Okay. La anna here. This one. La anna here. على الأفعال. So أدخل اللا الناهية على الأفعال الآتية وضبط أواخرها. So we should try to put la الناهية in the as you can see here. Try to put la الناهية على الأفعال. Okay, we should try to put la الناهية on this particular verbs. Okay, we should try to prohibit this particular make prohibition of using this particular verbs. Okay. So let's see. So the first one is tadkhulu. So it's just simple. Just make it majzum. That's just the only rule. So tadkhulu, you are entering. Anta tadkhulu, you are entering. If I want to say don't enter, of course I'll just say la, and I will change the dhamma here. Of course you can see it. The dhamma to maza, to school. So la tadkhulu, that's just all. Change the dhamma to school. So tanzilu, la tanzil, don't descend or don't come down. Tasma'u, la tasma', don't listen. Taqtul, taqtulu, la taqtul, don't kill. Right? Okay. Now here, ta'khuz, it will be what? Ta'khuz, la ta'khuz, right? La ta'khuz, change here to school. Taqta'u, la taqta', right? Tarkabu, la tarkab. Tarfa'u, la tarfa', right? Okay, very easy, right? It's not anything difficult. Now, تأمل ما يلي. تأمل ما يلي. يا أحمد لا تذهب. Okay, so he's trying to explain. Of course, what we have seen is for taf'al. Taf'alu. Okay, you are doing. Now, if it is plural, assuming you are prohibiting several students. So you are speaking to one student, you say la tazhab, don't go. But assuming they are plural, you want to tell them don't go. In English, the same thing. We just say don't go, whether plural or masculine or feminine or whatever. We just say don't go, right? We don't care about gender or the number. But in Arabic, of course, it is different. So we have here, of course, this one is la tazhab. This is the singular masculine. But if they are plural, okay, of course, if it is plural, it is what? Tazhabu. The plural of tazhabu is what? Tazhabuna, right? When they are plural masculine, several boys, you say what? Tazhabuna, of course. So like here, tazhabuna, right? Tazhabuna, this way, tazhabuna. So tazhabuna. But when the la comes, we say that the thing should be majzum. Okay, the verb following it should be majzum. How is it going to be majzum? So here you don't come and put school on the noon. Majzum doesn't mean it is always going to be school, but in most cases, like most of the common verbs that we have seen, like especially the singular verbs, they will be having what's the name? School on the last letter. But here the alamatul jazm, alamatul jazm سيكون حذف النون. It will be the removal, or yes, the removal of the noon. Because if you can remember, when we were doing the analysis, like previously, we look at zahaba, this is the verb. Okay, then this wa is the doer. We said that time, you can remember, we were breaking it down. We said that the noon, what's the function of the noon? The noon here is the sign of the marfu, is the sign of rafa. The noon here, alamatu rafa, is the sign that the verb is marfu. So if the verb is now majzum rather than marfu, so we have to remove the noon. It's going to be the removal of the noon. So when the noon is there, it means the verb is marfu. When the noon is not there, it means the verb is maybe majzum. There are other cases that can cause the removal of the noon, but one of the when it is majzum, of course, it will go away. So we now say la tazhabu when you are commanding several people. Okay, the sign of the, like here, this dhamma sign, this kun sign here for the singular. Here it will be the removal of the noon. I hope that is clear. So ya ikhwanu la tazhabu. Okay, it's initial tazhabuna. You are going. You plural, several masculine, several males, or several boys, you are speaking to them. You are going. If you want to say don't go, several of them. La tazhabu. Ya Maryamu, la tazhabi. So here is initial tazhabina. You can see tazhabina. You can remember tazhabina. We were doing it. Aina tazhabina. Okay, maza taf'alina. Okay, maza takra'ina. You can remember this. So that was when we were speaking to a female. Okay, there is always ina at the end. Ina, end with ya wa nun, ya wa nun, ya wa nun. But of course here, as far as you are commanding, the change of, like here, the change of the dhamma to the school, like in this case, when it comes here, changing of that yani to make it jazm is going to be the removal of the nun. So the noon will go away and it will now turn to tazhabi. Okay. So if I ask, if I'm speaking to a female, maza yani la takra'i, don't read. La tajlisi, don't sit. Okay. So that is what is happening here. I hope that is clear. Okay. So we have the next one. Okay, that's not the end. Okay, this is masculine plural, masculine feminine singular, right? Feminine singular. Now here, when it is feminine plural, of course it will just remain the same. La tazhabna. Okay, la tazhabna. It will remain the same. The noon here is not the noon is not for alamat or rafu. It doesn't represent, or is not to signify that the verb is marfu. It is not to signify that the verb is marfu. The noon here is different. We call this one noon niswa, and it stands for the fact that the verb or the doers are feminine. So it is noon niswa. It is the doer. Okay, here fa'ila. It is the doer. Okay, and it's of course it's for feminine. Of course, it represents that the doers are feminine. So that's why it is there. So you can remove it. You can remove it. If you remove it, it's like here removing the wow here. The wow here is the doer. It signifies that several boys, right? But here the same thing. The noon is what signifies that it is several girls. Okay, so you don't remove that one. Okay. So that is it. I hope that is clear. So that's the difference. Okay. So when it is singular, you just change the dhamma to school. Like la tazhab, don't go. La taqra, don't read. La tajlis, don't sit. Okay. But when it is plural, it's initially tazhabuna. Okay. Tajlisuna, taqrauna. So what you do is that when you want to prohibit, you remove the noon. La tazhabu, la taqra'u, la tajlisu. You see. But here, when it is feminine, of course, it's bina. It's ending with bina. Yani, aina tazhabina, maza taf'alina, okay, maza takra'ina. So, if you want to command, don't read, don't sit, don't go, it will be la tazhabi without the noon. It will remove the noon. La tajlisi, don't sit. Okay. So, but when it is plural, tazhabna, yajlisna, tajlisna, takra'na. You see, you won't change anything here. It will remain the same thing. Okay, so that is it. That's the brief summary he's doing here. Now he says that أكمل الجمل الآتية بوضع فعل مضارع مناسب مسبوق باللا الناهية في الأماكن الحالية. So he says that أكمل الجمل الآتية, complete the following sentence. Okay, بوضع فعل مضارع مناسب, by putting فعل المضارع past tense verb مناسب, suitable one, مسبوق بلا الناهية, followed, being preceded by لا الناهية في الأماكن الحالية, in the empty spaces. Okay, so this empty spaces, we are going to fill it with appropriate لا الناهية. Okay, فعل مضارع preceded by لا الناهية. Okay, so let's do it and you see. So here, look at here. Yani, ya Zainabu, la. We should put appropriate verb here so that it will match. La ad-nawafiz. Of course, we should say she shouldn't open the windows. There's a window here. So we should tell her that she shouldn't open the window. So what are we going to say? Okay. So we say la taftahi. Okay, la taftahi an-nafiza. An-nafizata. La taftahi an-nafizata. Now here, ya ayyuhan nasu. I hope you can remember why the reason why the ayyuha is there, right? So ya ayyuhan nasu, la ash-shaytana. So you see here. So what should we put here? This is plural masculine. Okay, of course, like in the Quran and other places, even in general, you see men. Okay, man is so ungrateful. You mean everybody like human beings. Okay, you use man to represent humanity, like both men and female. I hope that is clear. Both men and women. But you just use men, like a man, to represent the creation. I hope that is clear. So that's similar thing here. If you say anasu, people. So when we want to talk about it, of course, we will use the masculine one, the masculine verb. I hope that is clear. And it will be known, like it will be, we will understand that we are talking about everybody. Okay, so when you have a mix, assuming we are commanding males and females together, like in a classroom, there is boys and girls. I hope that is clear. And you want to command everybody in the classroom, you will use the command for masculine. I hope that is clear. That's what is ma'ruf. Yani that which is known. Okay, we just use the command for Ya ayyuhan nasu la ta'budu. You see, it's initial ta'buduna. You are worshipping. But if you want to say don't worship, la ta'budu ash-shaytana. You see, la ta'budu ash-shaytan. Right? Now here, ya akhawati. So what should we put here? al-ghurfati bil-miknasati al-qadimati. Okay, so I think here should be what? La takunusna ya akhawati, oh my sisters, la takunusna, don't sweep. Kanasa yakunusu, he swept, he is sweeping. So la takunusna ghurfati, don't sweep my room bil-miknasati al-qadimati, with the old broom. There's a particular old broom he's saying they shouldn't sweep his room with it. So ya waladu, oh child. Now here what should be here? Okay, ya waladu la tal'ab fil fasl, don't play in classroom. Okay, or you can say la ta'kul fil fasl, don't eat in classroom. Or la tashrab fil fasl, don't drink in class. Ya binti, oh my daughter. Okay, so here what should be there? Ma and baridan, you can see ma and baridan. So you say she shouldn't drink, of course. So you say la tashribi. Okay, la tashrabi, la tashrabi ma'an baridan, la tashrabi ma'an baridan. Ya abna'i, oh my sons, min al-fasli fi asna'i ad-dars. So you see what? Don't go out of the classroom, right? So you say la takhruju, abna'i, sons. So la takhruju min al-fasl fi asna'i ad-dars. When we say asna'i, fi asna'i, is an like it's similar to an expression. Okay, fi asna bi maana during. Okay, fi asna, it means during. So la takhruju min al-fasl fi asna ad-dars, don't go out of the classroom during the lesson. Okay, during the lesson, when the lesson is in progress. Okay, so now here la من الحافلة في هذه المحطة يا سيداتي. So what will we use here? Okay, we use لا تنزلي. Okay, لا تنزلي. Okay, you are commanding a female. لا تنزلي من الحافلة في هذه المحطة يا سيداتي. Now here, يا بنتي. يا بنتي, you are speaking to بنتي. So what should be here? Okay, لا تقطعن اللحم, don't cut the meat بهذا السكين, with this knife. So they shouldn't cut the meat with this particular knife. Okay, so ikhwan, so you are going to use what? You are going to use what? لا تقطعوا. لا تقطعوا. I hope that is clear. تقطعون, it is initial تقطعون, but you say لا تقطعوا اللحم. I hope that is clear. I think I confused this part with this one, right? I took this one and I used it to join this one. Sorry. So يا إخوان is here. إلى المحطة قبل الساعة واحدة. So you are going to see what? They shouldn't go. Okay, so you say لا تذهبوا, sorry, لا تذهبوا إلى المطعم قبل الساعة الواحدة. They shouldn't go to the mat'am, the restaurant, after 1 o'clock, right? Now we have here the 10th one. So what should we put here? لا على السبورة يا أبا بكر. So you say what? لا تكتب على السبورة يا أبا بكر, right? So that is it. Okay. Inshallah, let's pause here, and then inshallah in the next lesson we'll continue from this particular point. جزاكم الله خيرا وبارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.